Okay then.
Okay, okay.
Okay then.
Okay, okay. It's the okay then.
Okay then.
Okay, okay.
Okay then.
Okay.
Okay then.
It's the okay then.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome everybody to the Okay Then podcast. We're so excited that you all are joining us again today. We have an amazing guest that's in the room with us. I am Titia Owens, the Madre.
And I am Chyna Elizabeth, the daughter. Welcome back to the show, y'all.
We're so excited again that you are here. But we have a young lady that's here with us
Yes.
today. Y'all know I tell y'all, my friends are known around the world, and
Yeah.
she's another one. And we are so excited that she is here with us today. Tell them who you are, young lady.
Hello, my name is Jessica Reedy.
Hey, Jessica.
The kids call me mom.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, the kids. Mom. We
There you
love
go.
her.
There you go.
So Jessica is, I'm going to call her an international phenomenon.
There
She
you go.
her voice is vocal amazing, melorific, soothing-tastic.
Yes.
All these amazing things. She has been on several television shows and she's won all kinds of awards for her amazing gifts. But we're going to get into that. But we're going to start by asking Jessica a little bit about her background with parenting. Because we want to find out, first of all, the foundation. Let's talk about you with your mom. Like, what has been an influence from your mom to your parenting skills?
I have to say, that's a good question. My mother endured a lot.
Okay.
She endured a lot of pain. And she had the why.
Okay.
She had 5 children.
Okay.
Me being the youngest. And whether it was a black eye or not, she went to work.
Wow.
Okay.
She didn't have money, but we ate pork chops. and
Well,
butter beans.
Okay. Butter beans.
She, for whatever reason, however, made sure that we didn't miss Christmases. Whether it was Toys for Tots, whether it was hand-me-downs, we had clothes.
Yeah.
When I think as a mother, what it took to make the calls or humble yourself and say, yes, ma'am, I'll take that bag of clothes. Or, I guess I could sign us up for this, hopefully. Or going to Kmart and doing the layaways.
Yeah.
All of the things.
I know about some layaways at
You know what I
Kmart.
mean? What I took from my mother was resilience.
Yes.
There's literally nothing I cannot do.
Come on now.
Like there's nothing I cannot do.
That's so good.
I can do that too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm at breaking point, but am I?
Yeah.
It's like I'm about to like explode. I can't, but am I though?
Right.
How big is that capacity I've never seen before? Maybe this is just all I know of myself.
Yeah.
Maybe it's way bigger than that. So I definitely, when it comes to my parenting, my children have taught me so much about myself.
Now, how many kids you got?
Girl, I got 3 boys. I love you.
Okay then.
Hi, babies.
How old is it?
Yeah,
My oldest
what?
is 16,
Okay.
and I have a 7-year-old and then a 5-year-old.
Wow. That's beautiful.
And each of them are representations of every status that I'm in different areas of my life.
Yeah.
I have my 16-year-old who's extremely responsible, very respectful, have an amazing sense of humor, and it's who I am today. I have a 7-year-old who sometimes deal with identity and self-esteem.
Okay.
And it's who I am today.
Yeah.
I have a 5-year-old who believes that he can climb literally the wall. I had funny story. I had this like saying on the wall that says, if you don't climb the mountain, you can't see the view. Right? So I hear a shattering downstairs.
Oh God.
And I had like these a decor wall. So like candle holders and different things. Like if you want your imagination to go, you could grab
Oh
him.
Lord.
He's 5. I love you, Hakeem. And Hakeem runs upstairs and he has the face. And I said, what happened? I just wanted to see the view.
No! He said I was climbing that mountain.
I couldn't see the view and I wanted a better view, Mom. I said, so you wanted to climb the wall?
Oh my God.
He has no limitation.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is also me.
I love that.
Yeah.
So they represent me in all my forms, all my struggles, my imperfections, and the things I perfected with Christ's help. Like,
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah. And so how are you balancing that? Like
Oh, my
raising
goodness.
your children and doing what you do every day. How are you balancing that?
I stay grateful.
Okay.
I understand that there's a woman who wish she had children. She would take
Come
every
on
tear.
now.
I think I could cry from frustration, and they just keep breaking everything. And they don't listen. Like she would take that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm grateful.
That's good.
My life led me on a very lonely journey, but I was never really alone.
Yeah.
I woke up to a hand on my face, a knee in my stomach. You know, sometimes one was right there on me. I'm like, why can't I breathe? I'm in my dreams, like, only to find out he's completely crawled on me. And like, so it's like, I have what I can invest in the world with now. I have something I can leave here. It's not land that somebody else can own.
Yeah.
I have contributed to
that's
good
so
people in
good.
this world. I have contributed. I raised my children.
Yeah.
I'm a part of their in and out. What are you watching? What are you saying? Come here. What is this face? I get to contribute to the betterment of the world we're living in right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are the best of me. My children are the best of me, which is why I love y'all.
But we love you.
I'm serious. I don't know if y'all. This show is not even capturing this mother and daughter duo. It's not. Behind the camera, the support, the love, you can feel it. It's just like ever present. It's God. It is amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my
So
God.
much.
It's amazing.
That's so beautiful. Really appreciate
Now,
it.
I want to ask though, did you want kids?
Eventually.
Okay.
I come from a big family. My grandmother's the oldest of 14. My mother's the oldest of 7. I'm the youngest of 5.
Yeah.
I wanted children. But I wanted them after I got the things I'd never seen. I was raised in a healthy 2-parent household. My father was there, but my father was abusive. So I didn't see harmony and peace.
Gotcha.
I wasn't raised in a family where your dream could be pushed. What you wanted to be was pushed.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a pastor. Everybody could sing. So everybody sang. That doesn't mean they wanted to be a singer.
Right.
I don't know what they wanted to do. Like really, I don't know what my aunties and uncles really wanted to do with their life because Ford and General Motors came to Michigan and everybody got jobs. AT&T, they had these good jobs. What do they actually want to do? I don't know.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you the first thing about my auntie's talents, they true gifts where they're like, honestly, I am an amazing poet. I'm a rapper. Like, I don't know. I don't know. They acquired skills. But their true gift, I don't know. And so
how did you figure out?
I was to say, how did that happen for you?
God loves me.
Okay.
My grandfather, he pointed me out. My grandfather, when I was about maybe 3 or 4, took a liking to me and pulled me close to him. And I was bow-legged when I was born. So I had a wobble. I had a surgery on my leg.
Okay.
And he took me under his wing. I was very vocal. I was, I'm direct now, but you should see me as a kid.
Oh, wow.
I think you still got it.
Yeah, I just I know who I've always been. I am who I've always been. And I was the little kid that you knew probably should get whooped because she said something. Like, why do you know to say that? I don't think you should know. I would check him on stuff. Took a liking to me. And then one day in the pulpit, he said, I don't have to beg any of y'all to sing for me no more. My granddaughter gonna sing for me. Come on up here, Jessica. And I never sang publicly to my knowledge. Maybe he heard me, I don't know. But on purpose, I had never sang. I was about 3 or 4 years old.
Wow.
And like, my mom was like, get up now.
You don't put you on the spot.
I'm like, ma'am, I don't. And I was like shaking. I remember. And he, every Sunday, I had to sing one song, Walk With Me, Lord.
Come on now.
Every single Sunday. And I did it. And I, that was the support I felt. And my grandfather got sick shortly after.
Wow.
And he never recovered and he never talked again.
Wow.
And then the next person was my father. My father, who could not sing, who was abusive, but was my best friend.
Wow.
He was an amazing man.
Yeah.
Outside of having to play the role of a husband, where I don't think that pressure suited him. Him as just a person, the most remarkable person I ever met in my life. And he took a liking to me.
Yeah.
Out of all of them. And he said, come here. You can do this. You're beautiful. You're pretty. Look, sit up straight, because I wanted to be his son, because he wouldn't hang out with me. You know, he used to fix on cars and stuff. I'm like, look, Dad, I'm rough too. He's like, don't be rough. Close your legs. Cross your ankles, Jessica. My father taught me how to be a lady.
Wow.
He would say, Jessica, you're just so loud. Why are you so loud?
I understand that.
He would say, ladies don't talk like that. And I'm like, well, how do they talk? Dad, he's like, come here, calm down. Come over here, sit down. This is how you cross your legs. And he would sit up and he'd be like this. I'm like, you talking about like this, Dad? You know, and that was my support. And then my father was murdered. Really? Before I could get into my teenage years.
Jesus.
And so from there, all I had was these components of deposits that told me you can, you will, you should. And that was enough confidence. And I honestly, before accepting Christ as my Lord and Savior, that was my alter ego. Because I was bullied. I was 5'9" when I was 10 years old.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I wore a size 10 shoe. I was this body with a little girl face. So I was like, look at the teacher coming. Here's our substitute. You know.
Wow.
And then, you know, I had these different features, my nose, and I had these big eyes. And so I was picked on. And so I had to tap into a being of like, I will beat you up. I'm going to beat you up. It made me hate bullies.
Wow.
So I started redeeming those who were bullies. If I knew somebody was getting picked on, I said, are you afraid to go to class? Okay, you don't have to. Let's go find them, okay? We're going to wait on them. And I would literally take them with me, and we would go find who's bullying me.
Wow.
And I would say, now bully me, because everybody was little.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a better match.
Yeah.
Don't pick on this person. And that became how I...
You were a superhero.
how
basically.
I contributed to my own pain.
Yeah. Wow.
And I literally still carry it on. And I'm like trying to figure that out now. I'm like, I still take up for grown-ups. I'm like, what do you mean? Who hurt you? They did what? Okay, no problem. What's their name? You know, I'm like, no, stop.
Right.
Don't be this way, Jessica. Smile. Be very quiet. Remember what your daddy told you. Like, cross your ankles and calm down. Don't be too loud, you know, but I still have these deposits that contribute to who I am today.
And so that was family support for you, your dad, your grandfather. And then once they weren't here, then?
Once they weren't there, I have literally navigated life, what appeared to be a lonely journey.
Okay.
It was a very isolated journey.
Okay.
My mother couldn't understand me. I was more of my father's child.
Got it.
My siblings, you know, I have a sister. I love you, Jamie. We didn't get along. So it was my older sister. Just
clash.
I was, you know, this outgoing. Everybody is like, oh my gosh, she's awesome. And I was just like, you know, so that created a dynamic. And then my brothers were okay. They would have to deal with the fact that Dad was murdered. They had to drop out of college. They had to do different things. So we all became very responsible soon, sooner than we wanted. And I had to navigate through all sorts of attention. I was a pretty girl who didn't know she was pretty.
Wow.
So it was hatred I was receiving, and I didn't know why. So I'm like, why don't you like me? I've done nothing. I'm super cool in the mud. What's the problem? But they were looking at me and seeing what they weren't. But I didn't know that.
That's good.
My natural ability to sing. I'm not trying to show off.
Right.
I would hear people all the time say, man, if I had your gift, I'd be singing every note. And I'm like, I don't think you would. No, I think you'd just be regular. Like, you know, and here I was just regular. And I was being put on these stages and platforms. When I was in Saginaw, I won every talent show. Everyone knew who I was.
So how did you realize that singing was the way? I know your grandfather started you singing, but at some point there was a transition where you were like, you know what?
I can actually do this.
It was my mother.
Okay.
My mother has the most amazing voice I've ever heard.
Really? That's awesome.
I mean, she's something. And she gave that up to be what she was to us. A provider, a chef, all those things. And I'm like, I'm gonna be a singer for you. I wanted to be an attorney.
Really?
Yeah, I love debating. I always felt people were wrong. And they were so strong. And I'm like, but there's error in your words. This is not. And like, for example, I met a Muslim. Sorry, there's a phone going. Right. So I met a Muslim, right? He's going on about Jesus. I'm like, what book do you read? The Quran. I read the Quran. Just to find the holes. And I'm like, right, let's have this discussion one more time. So let me tell you, right here where it says, let us, which is in the same book that I'm reading, who is us if God is alone?
Right. Come on now.
I said, yeah, go and talk to your imam. We all need answers, you know? So it's like, here I was, I'm like, I'm going to sing because it made her happy. When my mother was in that audience and I was winning, I saw her say, next time, next time, put on that smile. You got to stand like this. And every time she was critiquing me, I knew she was seeing herself. When I got on the show, it was for my mother. I said, Mom, I'm going to do it. And it's going to be your shot.
Wow. So talk about the show.
Oh, man.
What show was that?
Sunday Best.
Sunday Best. And when was that?
2009.
Wow.
2009.
Wow. Okay.
That was 15 years ago.
15 years ago.
That's
Does it
amazing.
feel like it's been that long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So what was that experience like?
Do you want the true story or the one that's
Oh, no,
finished?
true. I want you to
We
tell
want to
me.
be real.
Okay, that's what
So,
this is. This is okay then.
Here's a true story. The true story was I was working for AT&T as a technician.
Okay.
Hooking up cable. True story is I was exceptional, as equal as any other man there. But it was just me and another woman. This other woman, she looked more for the job.
Okay.
I still carried my purse to work.
Okay.
You know, I still was feminine.
Yeah.
And my boss, Mike, called me in and said, Jessica, I don't think that this is right for you.
The position.
Yeah, I was hooking up cable. I was going in crawl spaces,
Okay.
underneath attics, and running Cat 5 and coax wire throughout homes. Because again, I'm my daddy's child.
Yeah,
so
we
I'm
got
handy.
that. Daddy's child.
Yeah, and he was like, maybe you should be like a car saleswoman. Like, you come in here with your purse, you don't fit here. And it was maybe like 2 weeks before I would be in the union, where you can't just fire me off or something like that. I have a union backing me. And I asked him, I said, is there anything I can do to keep my job? Because at this time, I'm a single mother. I am 19, going on 20. No, I'm 20 now. Justin was born in November, the year I turned 19. So I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
I've dropped out of college from having 2 scholarships. And I needed that job.
Yeah.
So I was like, is there anything I can do to keep my job? I'll
Yeah.
stay longer. I'll work harder. He's like, no. Turn your badge in.
Wow.
And that night, or that day, I had $555 in my account.
Okay.
And
555.
Yeah, it did. $555 in my account. And I went and got it out because I didn't know if bill collector's going to take it out.
Okay.
And I still need to get Justin Pampers and
Yeah.
different stuff like that. So I had $555. And my friends knew it because they saw me take it out. I go to a church service. I'm sitting in this church service at Victorious Believers in Saginaw, Michigan. I got Justin and he cried. And Demario was sitting next to me and another one of my friends. And Prophet Brian Karn was there.
Okay, Prophet.
And he was talking or whatever. And I'm raised in the church. I have never moved when someone has said, there's 50 people, God said it. I've never moved. I'm like, I don't know what the scheme is, but something ain't right. That day, he said, there's 50 people in here. And God is telling you to give $550. Everything in my body got warm. Like it was like vibrating. It's like when you have to say something and you get nervous and your lips start trembling. It's like and I went to stand up and one of them said, no you not. They grabbed me and said, damn, did you stop it? Girl, you just lost your job, ain't got no money, don't even.
Right.
$550, y'all can stretch that a while. And I looked at my friend and I said, I had like a tear, I said, I gotta do it. I said, I gotta do it. I got up. I had this money on my way while I'm standing in line. Here I'm thinking he was gonna say something prolific, so big, like, all right, God got a word for me. I put the money in, like I was paying a genie or something to tell me my future. And by the time he got to me, I'll never forget how he looked at me. He was like, God ain't done with you. And I'm like,
that's it?
Sorry, but I'm like, I know, I'm still alive. Like, look, all of us ain't, we ain't done. Like, oh my gosh.
I want a refund. Was that it? I want a refund.
It's crazy. I'm thinking, I'm telling you.
Oh, God.
I mean, I still have my sister, but I was so distraught.
Of course.
I was so sad. And so I got back to my seat. And I was all the way in the back. And I had to sit underneath my breath. Only God could hear me. People was, yes, hallelujah. It was packed out. There were over 1,000 people in there. And I said, God, if you can hear me, just let the prophet call my name. That's what I said. At that moment, Justin, my oldest, I love you, man. Justin starts crying so hard. And it's during the time where he's like, everybody, shh, 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 shh. Let me tell y'all. And he's had an apartment right behind the church. I didn't have no furniture in there. Me and Justin slept on the floor. And I said, let's get out of here, bud. You're too loud. Dang. So I left in the back. The moment I walk into my apartment, my phone is blowing up. I got messages after messages after messages. Demario and everybody, where you at? Where are you? Where are you? The prophet called your name. I'm like, huh? The prophet just called your name. They said there is a Jessica in here. I heard she know how to sing. Where is she? I broke down. I put Justin down. I broke down on my knees. I said, God, I missed you. I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't want to be in a program. I'm about to cry now. Thinking, I was like, I'm so sorry, God. And I called my mom. I said, Mom, I miss God. He was there. I miss God. I'm so sorry, Mama. I miss God. And she said, Jessica, what did you ask God to do? I asked God if the prophet could just call my name, Mama. And Justin was crying. And I just left. And now Demario now said he called my name. And I know by the time I get there, it's going to be over. She said, did you not get what you asked for? You only asked for him to call your name. And he did. And it brought me such peace.
Wow.
I said, really? That is exactly what I asked. How do all those thousands of people?
You
How
called
did that
your
man
name.
know my name?
Yeah.
And I later found out because he and I became friends.
Yeah.
You know, we run in the same circle. It's crazy. I got turned. He was like, no, it was they kept saying, hey, there's this girl, man. Her name Jessica. Man, you gotta hear her sing. He was like, and I'm like, all right, well, hey, I heard there's a girl named Jessica.
Right.
And God had put my name in other people's mouths for him to say it on their microphone.
Hallelujah.
And for that report to get back to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but what I missed though was, you know, I had $5 left.
Yeah.
On my way back to my seat, there was this lady. She had like a small room. Even though she was homeless. And she said, excuse me. I said, yes, ma'am. Do you have change for a 10? The 10 is all I have, but I want to give God something. Then Mario said, you better. And I cried. I said, here you go. And it was all my money, it's all I had. And so I left there with nothing except the fact that God heard me.
Yes, hallelujah.
And I lost my job. DeMario's like, Jessica, we going to Washington to audition. Sorry to something. The story didn't super long for no reason.
And we love it. We want all the details. We want all the details. This is how it goes.
And so, Jessica, we going to Washington. You need to come with us. I said, no, I don't sing no more. I had gave up singing after I got pregnant because I was so depressed. So I lost my voice. I was a first soprano. And by the time I opened my mouth to sing, nothing came out. And when I finally had something, it was a low baritone voice.
I was about to say soprano.
First soprano, not just any. I was like high pitched.
Yeah, first soprano is very high.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, it was crazy. And I called Curtis Coleman. Hey, Curtis.
Hey, Curtis.
And called Curtis Coleman. I said, Curtis, like this.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. He said, Jessica, I lost my voice. He said, what? It's gone, Curtis. He said, when the last time you sang? I said, it's been over a year. I forgot I knew how to sing. I haven't used it. God took it. He said, you Jessica Reedy. That's what Curtis said to me. I'm about to cry. Why? I'm about to cry. It's crazy. He's like, you Jessica Reedy. He was like, nah, we're going to get that voice back because you're Jessica Reedy. And Curtis called me every single day for months. For one thing, he only asked for one thing. Jessica, scream. Keep screaming.
Wow.
He would stay on the phone. Okay, that's enough for today. I'll call you tomorrow.
Wow.
Next day, Jessica, scream. The phlegm that was on my vocal cord had backed up or whatever, and it prevented. And I was like coughing up all kind of stuff. So I had no confidence when DeMario was like, you need to come with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't sing no more. It's over. I lost my voice. He like, well, whatever. We going.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Well, lo and behold, I don't know who license was suspended. But nobody could drive with good license but me.
Oh, Lord.
DeMario says, Jessica. Hey, DeMario. DeMario says,
Hey, DeMario.
Sorry, DeMario. DeMario said, look, my cousin said she was going to get the car for us, but that fell through, and we need to get a car. And you're going to have to drive because my license ain't good. And I'm like, I just lost my job. I don't have a dime. No, DeMario, I can't. He's like, you ain't got no job. Why not?
Right.
You know, it's like, it's so funny. And so I called my sister, asked my sister for some money.
Okay.
My sister was in college at the time. And my sister sent the money to my mom. And my mom gave me a portion of that money. And I was like, okay. And on my way out, my mother said, this is a very irresponsible decision you're making. I wanted to drive to escape. Nothing more.
Yeah.
She said, I ain't watching Justin.
Okay.
She said, you need to find another job. Chase that singing stuff for a while, and I said, Mama, either you're going to watch Justin or I'm taking him with me, but I'm coming.
Yeah.
I just needed to escape. It was it was noisy so much.
Yeah.
And so she was upset. Give me like $125. She said, "Here, go on there." I said, "Okay." And went down there. The goddamn line was wrapped around the building.
Yeah.
And it was freezing cold.
Oh, wow.
I said to myself, I'm not singing. Why do I have to wait in line?
Yeah.
Right? Friend of mine, from my hometown, Katie. Katie was there. Katie. I'm like, "Katie, where you at?" She was like, "Well, I'm kind of in the middle. Come find me." I'm like, "Okay, that's better than the back."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yo, I'm leaving y'all. I'm the driver."
Yeah.
So y'all wait in line. I'm gonna go try to get in here and sit down.
Yeah.
So I got a phone. I'm like, "Katie, where you at?" She was like, "I'm right here." When I saw where Katie was, I'm like, "Katie, you ain't too far from the back." I hung up on Katie. I promise. I'm sorry, Katie. Katie, I love you.
We sorry, Katie.
I hung up on Katie. Put the phone back to my ear and said, "Huh, Katie? What you say?" You said you where? I don't see you, girl. I was bold enough. I walked all the way to the front.
I know that's right.
When I got to the front, the ladies was like, "Ain't no Katie up here." I said, "I know." I said, "Please don't let me go to the back." I said, "You see how long that line is?" I said, "Don't send me back there." I said, "Listen, I'm not even singing. I ain't gonna get in your way. I'm not competition." I said, "It's so cold." I said, "Please, let's all gather together. We can all create warmth." And they laughed so hard. They said, "Go, girl." I said, "Thank you." When they opened the door, they had a table with all this paper that you have to sign. These different waivers for camera. You might be in a commercial. NDAs, all this stuff. So I'm signing. I said, "Well, I'm not singing." They said, "Oh, well, you can't be in here."
Then you were
I said, "Well, how long?" I said, "How long does auditions normally last?" So it could go all night. It's a long process. It's not just quick. I said, "What do you mean?" He was like, "There's different judges before you see the main judge." She was like, "Ma'am, we gotta keep you." So if you're not singing, unfortunately, we're gonna have to ask you to leave. So I said to myself, "Hey, it's not cold outside. I use my money for gas. Only got enough to get us back. Nobody else chipped in." I'm like, and I can't just burn the heat in the car. I'm like, I said, "Okay." I said, "I'm just gonna sing and sit down." They not gonna pick me. I go in the first room. I go in the first room. This lady, this line that they sang. And I do the best I could. I sang Amazing Grace. She's like, "Thank you, thank you." She started calling people number. She took this long pause. My heart had already dropped, and I'm like, "Why are you sad?"
Right.
You know, she wasn't gonna pick you anyway. You had a strategy. Don't be sad.
Right.
And she called my number, and I looked up. She walked over to me. She said, "You are absolutely amazing." I said, "No, ma'am, I'm not." I said, "I think you made a mistake." She said, "I didn't." She said, "Go to the next room." I went in the bathroom, and I got on my knees in the stall. I'm about to cry. What the heck?
That's what this couch does.
Yes, I got on my knees in the stall. I said, "God, I'm so sorry." I said, "They're gonna know I'm a fraud." I said, "I'm so sorry, God. I don't have a voice." I said, "Please cover me. I don't want to embarrass my mama." I said, "I'm so sorry." I just kept apologizing. And I, oh my gosh.
Come on.